Hey everybody, how's it going? Trey Xavier here from Gear Gods. We're hanging out at the Gear Gods studio today. Gonna be doing a bunch of videos kind of all at the same time. And I thought I'd get some help because I've just got so much to do here. So today we're taking a look at the Friedman DS-40, otherwise known as the Dirty Shirley.
How do you think she got that nickname?
I have no idea. Anyway, I just want to introduce on guitar today, we've got Isaac. How do we pronounce your last name?
Stolzer Gary.
Yeah, we've got Isaac on guitar. He's gonna be playing with us. Isaac is awesome. You guys are really familiar with his work because he's been editing on the show for quite some time, and turns out he's a hell of a shredder. So I thought it'd be really cool to have him demonstrate some of the different modes that this amp sim has. I thought it'd be a little bit cooler than, say, having me bollocks my way through my tracks and that kind of thing. Would actually get somebody with some talent. That's why Trey's not playing on it either.
It's fine, I'm not hurt.
So the Friedman DS-40 is based on the JTM 45 amp, and it's kind of Dave Friedman's take on things. And you know, it's looking like, you know, the typical, you know, low gain, massive power amp style Marshally type thing you'll normally see. I was gonna say the first thing I love about this plugin though is the ability to change the size of the interface. Trey, if you can do the honors here, if you do this little blue thing here, we can go from, you know, 100 to 150%, and for old guys like me, this is a gigantic help. So
for reference right now, it's about the size of a lunchbox on the screen. So if that's not big enough for you, I don't know that anything that a plugin can do will help you at all.
My point being is I really like the fact that you can expand this, and it just makes it easier to work with, and I wish more plugin manufacturers would give us this option. So kudos to Brainworx for this. I think that's just a fantastic feature.
Even if it didn't do anything at all, as long as it got bigger, Glenn would be stoked.
So typical stuff here, we got presence, bass, middle, treble, master, and gain. Pretty simple controls. Unfortunately, it is 5 more controls than your average bass player can handle. But Isaac, if you want to do the honors there, man, let's we got them plugged in here, and we got a little overdrive pedal thrown in just in case, but it's off right now. Let's just see what this thing does, like right from the get-go, just with everything at like 5. Let's just see what this thing does. Let's crank the gain up a little bit. Let's start pushing all the controls up and see what happens.
Metallica style.
Ugh.
Scoop those mids, bro.
No, keep them cranked.
Crank them all up.
Crank them all up. Master, presence, everything. Let's hear what it does. That's a little shrill, yeah. Let's bring the presence down a bit. But I mean, like, one of the hallmarks of the Plexi has been just, you know, crank everything to 10 and let it rip. So that's kind of neat. Okay, let's bring everything back a little bit to something a little more
reasonable.
Yeah, okay, keep the gain up, but yeah, let's dial it in where you think that'd be nice.
I like just a little bit more of it. Personally, I like a little bit less bass, but I don't know. A lot of people seem to think my sounds are a little on the shrill side, so let's just give, yeah, that's fine.
Now let's go into the effects rack here. Now you guys saw the piece I did a couple days ago on the BE100, and it's pretty much the same interface. You get the multitude of cabinet IRs, you get the power soak, you get the input gain, high and low frequency roll-offs. There's a gate, which is fantastic. Can we turn the gate off there, Trey? Let's hear what we got.
We get a bunch of noise.
Yeah, exactly. So that's working great. Let's throw that
go
back.
to the go to a single coil pickup, Isaac.
And throw the gate on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and we can change the threshold.
Yeah, that's great.
So that it's faster.
And like the BE100, it's also got a delay section. Can we throw that on as well?
Jam us some leads. Can you do a tap tempo? A little slap back.
Cool. That's great. I love the fact that it's just included like that. You can just throw it on and away you go.
Well, it's nice to not have to add another plug-in if all you want is some delay.
Exactly. I mean, and this is the thing, if you're just playing guitar and you just want to plug into your computer and play and you don't want to dick around with anything else, it's right there. It's for that. I mean, like, honestly, when I'm playing, that's pretty much the only effect I use outside of wah is just delay.
Yeah.
So, that's fine for me. Anyway, let's set that for 2 bars. And we can show everybody exactly, yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is one of the coolest features that I don't think I've seen this on almost any other plugin.
No, this is pretty unique, and I think more plugins would be better suited to use this, is the automatic IR loader.
It's just gonna take us through all of the different ones. And sorry, I forgot to let Isaac play first. So it starts flashing. Every bar goes to the next one.
Oh, what's really great is, can you hit the RC info? It tells you exactly what you're plugged into. The mics, the cabinet, the complete different configurations, that's just killer.
And then when you find one you like, you just hit the auto button again and it'll stop.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all pretty good.
Yeah. I like that. Stop right there. That's good. Let's leave it right there. Maybe get a little bit more top end on that. A little presence. It's not bad. Now close the info. If we throw on an overdrive, we get this. So that'll definitely tighten things up quite a bit. A little bit noisy, but we can also just turn up the input gain, and we'll also get that kind of compressed sound as well.
Yes.
This is really cool. So it's not quite like having an overdrive.
Well, no, because it's just more of everything exactly how it's coming in. An overdrive usually changes the color quite a bit.
Exactly, whereas that's just a straight up boost, which is really cool too. So that's pretty full featured right there. And it's a slightly different flavor than the BE100, so it's gonna have 2 very different kind of tones, especially when it comes to the full mix. And to help us out with that, we've got John Suki and Jackson Ward from Strata Recording on this one. Let's roll it. All right, we're back. That's pretty damn cool for a full mix. I gotta say, I'm super impressed with what's coming out in terms of native plugins these days. I mean, it's really come a long way. Like, this really does feel like a Friedman. It's got that kind of push on it, you know what I mean?
Friedman was probably the first amp company that I saw officially licensing their stuff to plugin companies and to amp sim modelers and manufacturers, all that kind of stuff. And I've only played a real Friedman once, and it was definitely pretty damn close.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to check one thing out before we wrap this up, if we can change spots here. Yeah, exactly. I just want to hear how this thing does clean. Isaac, if you can play us a little bit of clean stuff, let's see what we get here. Let's pull the gain back here and see what we get. Oh, it's got a power soak as well, so you can get that pushing the tubes kind of sound. Of course, you can bypass power amp. Yeah, that's not too much there. So if you want to, like, say, plug a different plugin into it, or say a simulation of a pedal or something like that straight into the power amp, that's kind of cool as well. I think that's really neat.
Yeah, like if you really like the sound of the power amp on this, or just the preamp, and you want to use a different power amp, like on like a 2 Notes thing, they've got a bunch of different power amp sims. So like if you want to try this with 6L6s, for example, instead of probably EL34s, 84s, whatever.
All right, so that's the Friedman DS-40 from Brainworx. You can follow the link in the description below and get your hands on it today. You guys heard it here. It's just absolutely wicked, and for such simple controls, it's a really versatile amp. You can get a lot of very different sounds out of it. It's not for gent, not even close, but for classic rock.
Look, anything can gent if you're not a coward.
I suppose. This is definitely a classic rock / classic metal type of amp, but it's definitely worth getting your hands on. Like I said, I just love just how you can play threshold with it and get clean tones, or you can dig in and get something really dirty. It's very, very responsive, much like a real tube amp. And it's kind of got that spank as well, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Anyway, once again, it's the Friedman DS-40 available from Brainworx. Follow the link in the description below, and don't forget to check out Trey Xavier and check out Isaac on Riffified as well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.